The first tear fell without warning. He did not even realize it at first. It slipped quietly down his cheek, unnoticed, as he sat in the dim light of the room. The air felt heavy, filled with thoughts he had been holding back for too long. Nothing dramatic had happened, no sudden event, just a slow build of pressure that had finally found a way out. He leaned forward slightly, resting his elbows on his knees, his hands loosely hanging, his gaze unfocused. His breathing was uneven, not fast, but irregular, as if his body could not decide how to settle. The dog was lying nearby. At first, it did not move. Its body remained relaxed, eyes half closed, breathing steady. But something had changed in the room, something subtle that did not need sound to exist. The dog lifted its head, not quickly, not alarmed, just aware. Dogs do not need to see tears to understand emotion. They sense it long before it becomes visible. The dog's ears shifted slightly, catching the change in breathing. Its nose lifted just a little, detecting chemical signals in the air that humans cannot perceive. Stress alters scent. Emotion changes the body in ways that release information into the environment. The dog stood up. It did not rush. It did not hesitate. It moved toward him with quiet certainty, each step measured, as if it already knew where it needed to be. The man did not notice at first. Another tear followed the first, then another. His shoulders dropped slightly, the tension that had been held for so long beginning to release. Then he felt it, a gentle pressure against his leg. Warm, steady. He looked down. The dog was there, close, its body pressed lightly against him, its eyes looking up, calm but focused. There was no confusion in that gaze, no curiosity, only presence. Dogs respond strongly to human emotion, especially distress. They are highly attuned to changes in posture, tone, breathing, and scent. When something shifts, they recognize it as important, but their response is not random. It is intentional. The dog moved closer, lifting its head slightly, nudging his hand with its nose. Not forceful, not demanding, just enough to create contact. Invitation. The man slowly lifted his hand and placed it on the dog's head. The dog remained still, accepting the touch, its body relaxed but attentive. This is one of the most common responses in dogs when a human cries. They approach, they make contact, they stay. There is a psychological explanation for this behavior. Dogs have evolved to read human emotional cues with remarkable accuracy. Over time, they have learned to associate certain signals with specific states. A lowered posture, irregular breathing, quiet vocal sounds, all combine into a pattern that signals distress. And when that pattern appears, they respond. Not with panic, not with confusion, but with calm engagement. The dog slowly shifted its position, moving closer until its body rested fully against his leg. Its weight was gentle but noticeable, a steady presence that anchored the moment. The man took a slow breath. Something about the contact made it easier. Not solved, not fixed, but easier. This is where the connection becomes deeper. Dogs do not understand emotion the way humans describe it, but they recognize its presence. They feel the change in energy, the shift in behavior, the difference in rhythm, and they act in ways that influence that state. The dog lowered its head slightly, resting it on his knee. No movement, no demand, just stillness. This kind of behavior is often misunderstood as simple affection, but it carries more meaning than that. It is a form of co-regulation. The dog is not only responding to the human's emotion, it is helping to stabilize it. Its breathing remains steady, its body remains calm, its presence remains consistent. All of this sends signals back to the human nervous system, encouraging it to slow down, to settle, to return to balance. The man leaned back slightly, his hand still resting on the dog's head. His breathing began to match the rhythm of the dog, slow, even, grounded. He had not noticed how tense he had been until that moment. The dog stayed. It did not move away. It did not become distracted. Its attention remained fully on him. Dogs often prioritize emotional situations over other stimuli. When they detect distress, their focus narrows. They stay engaged until the state begins to shift. The man wiped his face with his other hand, his movements slower now, more controlled. The tears did not stop immediately, but they softened. less frequent, less intense. The dog lifted its head slightly and looked at him again. Not searching, not questioning, just present. There is also a learning component to this behavior. Dogs remember past interactions. If they have previously approached a human during distress and received a positive response, they are more likely to repeat that behavior. Over time, this creates a pattern. Emotion appears, dog responds. Human calms, connection strengthens. The dog leaned slightly closer again, its body pressing gently against him. The man realized something then. The dog had not tried to stop the emotion. It had not interrupted it. It had simply joined him in it. That is an important distinction. Dogs do not fix. They accompany. They do not analyze. They remain. The room was still quiet, but now the silence felt different. Not heavy, not overwhelming, just calm. The man took another slow breath. This time, it felt natural. The dog shifted slightly, adjusting its position, then settled again, its eyes half closed. The intensity of its focus had softened. The situation had changed. The emotional state had stabilized. Its role, for now, was complete. The man looked down at the dog, his expression softer now, his body more relaxed. He understood something he had never fully noticed before. The dog had known before he did. Before the tear, before the awareness, it had sensed the shift in him, and it had responded, without hesitation, without confusion, without needing to understand the reason. He placed his hand gently along the dog's back, and the dog leaned slightly into the touch, its body warm, steady. Connection, not forced, not requested, simply present. There are moments in life when words do not help, when explanations do not matter, when the only thing that makes a difference is presence. Dogs seem to understand this better than humans do. They do not try to explain emotion. They do not try to change it. They simply stay close, offering stability in a moment of imbalance. The man closed his eyes for a moment, his breathing slow, his body at ease. The dog remained beside him, calm, quiet, aware. And in that shared stillness, the emotion no longer felt overwhelming. It felt understood, not in words, but in presence.